Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Siggy here at Citi Field, and of course, known as a pitcher's park, but this ballpark's gotten a little smaller over the years as they've changed the dimensions.
It's a different ballpark. It plays differently, and these hitters are really feeding off of it. You give the pitcher a nice little lead, and we see those players getting comfortable and leading the team to victory.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, and on the hill, Kodai Senga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Anthony Volpe, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
I got a ball, one strike.
And a 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. First pitch misses. Chisholm, a former All-Star, batting second in today's lineup, and he was born in the Bahamas. Volpe gets his lead at first with nobody out. That misses the zone, and that's ball two. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Way inside, and that hit him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, no outs. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one.
1-0.
Right-hander kick steals.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Line drive, caught. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Liner snapped at first. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Here's Stanton now. on that fastball.
0-1.
Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
0-2.
Pitch misses. 1-2 to count. Good job to fight that one off. Next offering is downstairs.
We got full count.
Austin Wells in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Two left on. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back here at Citi Field. And on the hill in this one, Garrett Cole. And Singy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Nope. Outside.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 3.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's Juan Soto. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
No strikes.
In there at the knees, and it's 1-1.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ground ball. Over to Goldie. They get the out on Soto. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And there's a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Mets. We played an inning, no score. Top of the second, and here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Senga back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Ball one there. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting seventh, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. That's in for a strike.
You can do it,
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
That's down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Hit on the ground might be 2. Lindor, that's 1. Over to Alonso. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Fastball for a strike. That one in the dirt, and the count is 1-1. Outside.
That ball went out.
Second inning here, no score. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and misses, struck him out. Yanks held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Right through there for a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines. Good late bite on that slider, got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. And yes, he offered at it. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Mets. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. Just missed. Next pitch is outside. And now 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Goes down looking. Back to the top of the lineup. Anthony Volpe digs in now. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. Line drive, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they go quietly there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. Just missed. That one close, ruled a ball. And the count is 2-0. That one missed.
I got 3-0.
That's in there. And it's 3-1. And he walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. Squirts away a little bit. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, Boog, not exactly making him earn it right now with the walk and now a wild pitch. He's going to need to find a way to refocus out there, get back in the strike zone before this unravels on him.
That one's in there, and the count 1-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one not close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Jeff McNeil stands in. And that is out of play. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Fought off foul. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the batting order turns over. And next for the Mets, Francisco Lindor. Struck out looking at his first at bat. There's a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Taylor on at second with 2 down. Swings and chases a low one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And And that one almost hit him.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to inning number 4. No score. Back here in Queens, stepping in, Aaron Judge. Judge goes 6 feet 7 inches, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Misses inside. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Backed off the plate that time.
Ball, that's inside.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1 so far. And the first offering is not close.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Two balls, no strikes to count. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Foul ball. Fourth inning underway, no score. That clips a corner. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Yankees. And we are still scoreless. Bottom of the 4th, and now Juan Soto.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished. Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and That's been true again today.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Goldie takes it to the bag, and a quick out, number one.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And ball one.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swings through that one.
2-2 to count.
Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Hard hit left side. Volpe throws to first in time. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly. Still no score. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Austin Wells.
Senga back to work. Ball one there.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a heater.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
One down, base is empty. That's towards center. Taylor drifts towards it. 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder Jason Dominguez.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. And we still have no score. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Brandon Nimmo. That's a strike.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
That one missing inside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Jesse Winker.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
That's off the inside corner. 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Off the plate, and now 2-0. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Over to Goldie. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor walked his first time. Ball 1 to Taylor. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Out to short. Volpe throws to first in time. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. Now, Oswaldo Cabrera. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next pitch way upstairs. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. Cut on and lifted in the air. Taylor pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings it across. Out number 3. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. No score. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 6th inning. And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. And that's too high. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-0. And another ball. In danger of losing the no-hitter here. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The Mets still looking for their first hit in this one.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Two and two. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you gotta love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
The 2-2. And that misses off the outside edge.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Francisco Lindor, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Runner on the move. That one pulled foul. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. That one finds the corner. 0-2.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
That one misses. And the count 1-2. On the ground, a second, might be 2. In plenty of time to first. Lindor retire.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for the Mets, Juan Soto. He's grounded out a couple of times. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Man at second. Swung on, belted. That one's back. that is the inning. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now, and we still have no score. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1. Action in the Mets bullpen. A.J. Minter, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Buto also throwing. And another ball. And Judge spoils that one. Judge rips that one. Base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And here comes Bellinger. Yeah, that's fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And fouled off. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Got him! And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
First pitch misses.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that is out of play. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Fouled off down the right side. Line drive, that's a base hit. Judge around second. Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still 1 away. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kodai Senga done for the afternoon, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, A.J. Minter.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells. Just off the inside edge. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Paul Goldschmidt now. That's a strike. 0-1. Line drive, base hit. Judge scores. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Well done. Drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it. And then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
First and second. 2 outs. Dominguez, the next to hit. Fastball for a strike at 95. Next pitch is outside. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Stanton on second. Goldie on at first with 2 down. Swinging a foul out of play. Two on, 2 outs, and it remains 2-2. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the 7th, leading off, Mark Vientos. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now one missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Pumps in a strike, and now 3-1 the count. And the tying run is on base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
No outs, runner at first. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. On the ground, right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Well, we're clearly at that point in this ball game with the no-no going that we're anticipating seeing some history. Those infielders right now, they are on their toes, expecting the ball to be hit to them.
with a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hill getting loose as well. So the tying run at second. Squirts away a little bit, and it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. Man at second.
That's inside.
Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So 2 down now, and here is Jesse Winker. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Brings it in, and that ends the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at Citi Field, we go to the 8th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Minter back to work. Misses off the plate, and it's 1-0.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
And the 1-0. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. That's a laser base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Back to the top of the order. Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike one. And that drops in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Ground ball could be 2. McNeil gets it to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman.
And here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch, and he just misses. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swings and misses, and it's 1-2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
The next offering misses. Now 2-2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Cabrera around third. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Man at first with 1 gone. It's Aaron Judge now. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. The throw to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 3 in this one. Foul ball there.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And takes low for ball 1.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Hard hit, knocks it down. Here comes Jazz and he scores. It's an RBI single and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout and he's ready to make the move. A.J. Minter done for the day. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Dedniel Nunez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, 1 out. Giancarlo Stanton now at the plate. 1 for 3. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Sliced hard but foul. Yankees up by 3. Got him. And there are 2 down.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Misses inside, and that's ball 1. That's a slider for a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Ryan Stanek getting loose out there. Young, a left-hander, also throwing. Just missed.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Lindor makes the catch. And that is that. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. Yankees 3 and the Mets nothing. ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here is Tyrone Taylor. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. We just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Judge makes the play, and there's one down.
Still rolling to start the 8th, just 5 more outs to get.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He is struck out, and he is walked. In the air, right side. Judge makes the grab on the run. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up. Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
McNeil in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The Mets hitless so far in the game. Two outs. And that one hammered. Bellinger in a full sprint. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
So close, but there goes the no-no with 2 outs in the 8th. And I'm sure he's going to want that last pitch back and think about what might have been. But you know what? He's really been amazing in this one. Total control from the first batter on.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Garrett Cole is done in this one. Just 1 hit allowed. He was excellent. And we'll have the new pitcher for you when we get back after a quick break. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Devin Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Devin Williams.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Fastball for a strike. Not close, and it deflects away. McNeil up to third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base, now just 90 feet away.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Williams, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. That one hit to right. Judge getting an angle on it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. Through 8 full. Yankees 3 and the Mets nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Young. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Right through there for a strike. Slice to right, and that's just foul. That one down the line, and foul ball. Misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Stays alive. Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Dominguez stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Action in the Mets bullpen. Ryan Stanek getting ready to go. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, third baseman.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Dominguez over at first with 1 away. Check on the runner, and he's back in on a dive. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And now 2 aboard. Now here is Anthony Volpe. And he dodges that fastball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the 9th. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike. Two on, 1 out. Hitting the air out to center field. Taylor moving under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
So first and second with 2 outs. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Just missed. He swings and fouls one off. First and second, 2 down. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 on, 2 outs.
3-2.
Aaron Judge waiting to hit for the Yankees. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab, and that is that. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. Yankees 3 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Juan Soto now.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
That misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And it's fouled away.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. In the air, right field. Judge has it sized up. Makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So they're down to their final out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. 3 ground outs already. He's 0 for 3. That misses. Ball 1. And another ball.
2-0.
Next offering is fouled back. Hit to second, and this should do it. Jump throw, and that'll do it.
He's out.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.